Your community hospice is about compassion and support, a place where we listen and understand.
Hospice really helped me through a very difficult time in my life.
Their whole goal is to make the family and the patient as happy as they can. They don't seem to have any agenda other than that.
In the hustle and bustle of the last, I'd say 5 years of Dad's life, hospice volunteers provided us with some sort of normalcy.
Hospice programs and services support you and your family through every step of this journey.
Hello Simon, how are you?
During a life-limiting illness, we are a helpful and supportive presence.
I support Marguerite in helping her do activities of daily living, things that she would have difficulty doing.
At first, when she comes, I was put in a little bit nervous because of communication without sign language interpreter. But somehow we managed to communicate. Margarine.
Lights.
Margarine lights. Wow.
Yeah. She's a really good friend or buddy, as we like to say.
We are here to listen, offer practical support, and give your caregiver much-needed respite.
I could feel comfortable knowing that if they needed my assistance, they could come out and get me and we could do whatever needed to be done for him. But I could go out and just get groceries or cut the grass for a few minutes and know that he was going to be okay and didn't have to worry about what I was going to walk back in on when I came home if I did leave him alone. So they just helped in every aspect.
I thought we would paint that in gold.
The Hospice Day program gives your loved one the opportunity to be with others who are in a similar situation, while providing respite for primary caregivers.
Even if I was having a bad day, I get up in the morning and my stomach is bothering me. I find if I come anyway, usually I'm only here a short period of time, and I feel a lot better.
Getting them out of their environment, bringing them to a place where they can talk to one another about the things they like to do, have a little meal, and then be a little bit creative. That's it.
The day program at hospice has given Carrie a breath of a normal life for the first time ever in her life.
Since my husband died, it's been a difficult process.
Our confidential bereavement services are available to help you through the grieving process.
Grief support is about listening. It's about empathy, trying to understand where the person has been, where they are now, and where they hope to go.
When you get here, this becomes your family.
Confidentiality was so important to me. Our area is a small area and you often run into other people, and it was very important to me that my thoughts and my concerns would remain in that room or with the staff working with me.
At hospice, volunteers are an integral part of our services. We have many opportunities for committed, compassionate volunteers who want to make a difference in someone's life.
Hospice volunteering is very rewarding. It's a privilege for people to let you into their lives and into their homes.
We're not out there alone. We're constantly supported by our local hospice. If there's resources that we don't have, questions that we can't answer, then we're always supported.
As you listen to someone and sharing in their grief journey, when you see that little bit of a shift going on, it gives you such a wonderful feeling of accomplishment and just you're feeling really good about being able to help somebody in their process.
Volunteering with hospice is a fulfilling and enriching experience. To learn more about the many ways to volunteer, we invite you to visit our website. Planning the last days well in advance can give your family a sense of relief, knowing your health and personal care preferences are taken care of.
Advanced care planning is about looking ahead to the fact that we all know that life will come to an end, and thinking about what's important to us and how we live every day. So then we can begin to put in place a way of thinking about how we want our care to be, and then communicating that to others. And that's what the Speak Up program is about. The Speak Up campaign features a website with a workbook, with exercises and tips and charts and lists, anything that would help you understand medical terminology that you might be faced with, understanding how you could designate a substitute decision maker, and how to go through some of the little details that are associated with making a plan for your living well through the rest of your life.
An important aspect of an advanced care plan is where you and your loved one would like to spend the remaining days. A residential hospice is an alternative model of care for end of life.
Having a hospice in our community allows now the patient to have another option, that they can stay in a home-like environment, but have that extra support that would be provided by trained volunteers and for other people just being around, which cares for both the patient but also the family.
If you have to look after somebody that ill at home, you don't really have time just to sit and hold their hands, to be really at one with them.
The care was extremely good in the fact that they responded to what I felt they should be doing.
I can't say enough about how great it was for us. It sounds awful, the word great and death in the same sentence, but the reality is that he had to die, and it was a great place for him to die.
I think once anybody has been involved with hospice, especially residential hospice, that they will put their support behind it an awful lot.
Hospice is a registered nonprofit charitable organization. There are no fees for our services. We rely on generous donations from our community to sustain our services.
Giving to hospice, personally, it's very satisfying. It's something that we all feel good about. Corporately, it's something that we've decided that needs to be done. Hospice is an integral part of the healthcare system that sometimes goes unrecognized. And that's something that, as an organization and backed by all of our employees, is something that we really feel is necessary.
Hospice has always been very dear to my heart. If you give, no matter how much you give, you gain 50% on your income tax. And if you're in a position wherein you're the upper brackets, that's a lot of money that you're not paying to the government.
Hospice care is community care. The vision of hospice is to offer support and companionship to you and your family when you need care and encouragement the most. We are a helping hand every step of the way.